You already know what it is. The one, the only. Back at it again. We're going to talk about the fight that just actually happened between Joseph Parker and Deontay Wilder. First and foremost, congratulations to Joseph Parker. He ended up getting the victory. He ended up defeating Deontay Wilder in a, how would I say it? Like, overall, it wasn't the most entertaining fight, to be honest with you. There's a lot of things I seen there that I just was, a lot of things I was not very, very impressed by. From Deontay Wilder's side, I'd have to say Joseph Parker, he did what he had to do to win, basically. And honestly, kudos to Joseph Parker for getting the job done. For those who don't know, it's going down right now in Saudi Arabia, actually Riyadh season. The Day of Reckoning, probably the ultimate boxing card. You're probably going to see a whole bunch of videos all over the internet on because it's that time of the year. This is the biggest boxing card I've seen to date. Like, I've never seen something like this before. Day of Reckoning in Saudi Arabia. So this is a stacked card. Deontay Wilder is on this card versus Joseph Parker. For those who don't know, Joseph Parker he's from New Zealand. Deontay Wilder, the United States, Alabama, the Bronze Bomber. And basically, long story short, Deontay Wilder basically came in there and laid an egg. Didn't have nothing. He was flat. Nothing was there. He had nothing. He laid an egg. He basically came in there with no momentum, no nothing. Like, I seen flaws from the early. As soon as he came in the ring, his legs are super skinny, and we're gonna get into that soon. But basically, Deontay Wilder is supposed to fight Anthony Joshua. So if Deontay Wilder wins this fight, he's basically lined up an Anthony Joshua fight. And Anthony Joshua's fighting on this card as well too. He's fighting a little bit later on. But man, I'm not stunned. I'm more disappointed, if anything. This is not really a stunning loss. It's more of a disappointing loss, because the reality is we wanted Wilder to win this fight. We needed Wilder to win this fight to get the fight that we've all been waiting for years now. We're going on like 8-9 years or something like that. It's crazy, the amount of, maybe even longer. No, maybe around that time, maybe around 9 years or so. I don't know, something, maybe 7 years. But we've been waiting for a while now, honestly. And it's kind of like, let's get into the tail of the tape. Let's talk about the fight that happened. So Deontay Wilder basically came in the ring. Excellent, cool, all that great stuff, shebang, the whole shebang. Joseph Parker came in the ring. First round comes, nothing. They're both feeling each other out. Second round comes, Wilder can't land anything. You know what? I'm not even going to go into the rounds. There was nothing to even talk about. Virtually, he could not land anything. Round after round after round after round after round after round after round. He was like, he was too like lethargic. He was too passive aggressive. He wasn't certain. He had no certainty whatsoever. Like, no certainty. He didn't have his legs on him. His legs are super skinny. He's top heavy. He does not work on his legs. And I could tell his fatigue, his legs were starting to even buckle on him. Yes, he's 38 years old, but man, you got to get those. That's where a lot of the strength comes from, the power under the legs. He had no legs under him. Joseph Parker's popping him. Joseph Parker's punching, grabbing onto him, punching, grabbing onto him. And this guy has nothing in the tank. And it's just like, it got to a point where I was just like, yo, I'm sitting down here just watching this fight. And I'm just like, bro, is Deontay Wilder really going to just do this and fight like this? Is he going to knock him out? The Saudis, everyone's waiting for a knockout. You know what I mean? That's what you're known for. You have like 40-something fights, 40-something knockouts. So it's just like, where's the knockout? And it's just like Joseph Parker's game plan was excellent, of course. You know what I mean? He had a great game plan going into the fight. He trained with Tyson Fury and those guys. He was getting a lot of intel from them on how to beat Wilder, and it paid off in the long haul. The problem with Deontay Wilder is he has no legs under him. None at all. None at all. Like, he can't fight. He can't fight. I'm thinking about the Joshua fight. Styles make fights, yes. Joseph Parker was punching him and grabbing onto him, punching him and gripping onto him. It got to a point where Joseph Parker almost knocked his head off. Like, I seen that. It got to a point where Joseph Parker almost knocked his freaking head off. And that was one of the fights where I was just kind of like, bro, am I seeing what I think I'm seeing? This guy's about to like, bro, Wilder was on the ropes 99% of the time, doing these hammer fists, looking for the big wine, but he was trying to calculate everything. He was trying to figure out, oh, can I get that big wine right now? And it was too much thinking instead of actually reaction. And he was looking for an opening that wasn't there. And it's just like, yo, you got to be able to have other things. You got to be able to land it up. You got to be able to combo into that. It's like you're looking for that big shebang moment, but that moment's not going to happen. You need something to lead up to that moment. You got to break them down. You got to, you know what I mean? You got to just kind of get in that rhythm. You got to get in that flow. He had nothing. Like, bro, there was nothing there. And I got to a point where I was very, very disappointed. Like, I was like, as a fight fan, watching Wilder drop guys left, right, and center, I was, you know what I mean, just to see him in this situation. It's like this close to fighting Anthony Joshua, and it's just gone. The blink of an eye. And this was the second time this happened. The first time was he was supposed to fight Anthony Joshua with the zone and all that stuff and the whole Al Heyman situation. He stood down there waiting for Al Heyman. And Al Heyman never had plans to fight Anthony Joshua for Wilder. He never had plans for him. And this is what I'm saying about tanking a lot of these guys. Tank. You need to start using your brain. You got to start maybe reaching out to these Eddie Hearn and maybe these guys, Frank Warren and other promoters, and see, maybe even talk to the Saudis yourself and see if they could promote you or whatever and get you the big fights, because they have the money, so they're going to break the bread. The bread is not the issue. It's just the mental and just actually going out there and getting it done. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, bro, I don't know, man. Wilder, he's 38 now. Kudos to Joseph. I'm not taking nothing away from Joseph Parker. You did the damn thing. You got your job done. But you're 38 now. It's like, where do you go from here? Where are you going? These are the big paydays. These are like the fights you ain't fighting. We're going to go back to the bottom and trying to come back up? What, fight Big Baby Miller after his loss? Like, what are you going to do? You could do that fight, but you're not going to generate the kind of money the Saudis are going to pay. They're not ready to see you after this performance. You know what I mean? You got to probably going to have to go back drawing board. He hadn't fought in how many months? And he came back so skinny legs. Like, bro, and I had this issue with him when he fought with Fury this is their time. I said his legs are too small. You need to get in the weight room, build those legs up, man. That's where your strength comes from, your legs. You know what I mean? I get it. You have the hammer fists and stuff like that, but if you can't even move your legs and your legs are buckling on you and you look like you have chicken legs, how are you going to be able to beat guys like this? These are questions that I ask. These are questions that I want to know. But Wilder, man, I'm talking about, man, this guy folded tonight, man. This guy really, really folded tonight. Oh, well, you already know what it is. Joseph Parker, what's next for him? Honestly, he's not really appeasing. Like, nobody really wants to. I'm not trying to be funny, but like, he has to petition for a fight with Anthony. I don't think Anthony wants to fight. I think he beat this guy. So at the end of the day, it's like, what? What are you gonna fight? Tyson Fury? Come on, man. Fury ain't trying to fight you. You see what I'm saying? And it ain't no shot. It ain't no diss at the New Zealand man and New Zealand people. Please don't come in my comment section coming after me. But it's just, you know what I mean? It's like the appeal is not there, bro. The appeal is not there. We're looking for that appeal. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know what's next. We're going to just wait and see. I'll come back with you guys on later on what's going to happen. You know what I mean? The Anthony Joshua fight is going to happen. You know what I mean? The thing is going on behind me right now. You see what I'm saying? We'll get into that too. We'll break down the post-fight reaction for that. But it's just very disappointing to see Wilder lose the way he lost. Wilder should have won this. This should have been an easy win for Deontay, and Deontay moves on to other things. But unfortunately, it's not going to happen today for Mr. Wilder over here. So Joseph Parker, I don't know what's next for Wilder. Honestly, these big paydays, man, these are like life-changing money. If you won this fight, you could have lined up this fight with Joshua. You win Joshua. You could have got the Fury rematch with Usyk. The winner of that, you could have got the Fury rematch. And bro, that's it. You would have probably got the Saudis would have threw $100 million at you. These guys, there's nothing. The money is not even. This not even pennies to these guys. This is nothing. These guys are just doing this for promo, for what they have planned. If you see the stuff they have planned, they're getting ready for the future. So this stuff is to lead up towards where it's a marquee place around the world where people are going to be going to, and business and all types of stuff. So this is a part of the new thing that's going to happen. But in order for them to keep boxing, we got to have good events. Like, it's a great card, but the fight was not that great for Wilder on Wilder's standpoint. Joseph Parker did what he had to do. But Wilder, he came in with chicken legs. He came in there flat. He had nothing under him. You don't even need to watch the highlights of the fight or anything. He lost the fight. He didn't give nothing. He didn't give you anything. There was nothing that made me say, yo, Wilder, yo, He's looking for that moment, bro. When you keep looking for something, you got to lead up to something. You got to, it's a life lesson. You got to build towards it. You know what I mean? You can't just shebang, you know, and you're so used to it. Now you're getting older, bro. The big punches might not come. A lot of guys are preparing for that. They have their whole entire system lined up for that. But anyways, yo, listen, I'm signing out. Big fights happening next. All right, we'll talk later. Adios. Peace.